Okay, let me check. Okay, it seems we are online. Alright. So I'm gonna continue making some components for the game. Let's add a little page. I'm right now in the Corel Draw, so let's make a page here. And today I need to make a design for the monster charts. Now I did draw a monster previously on the previous stream. I made one in the art range. So let me see. I'm still here. So I'm gonna export this as a standard JPEG image, and then we're gonna import that into the Corel just to see the size of the image. So because depending on that size I need to make some kind of a bigger type of a card for the monsters. Alright, so let's import. Let's find that cute screamer. Oh, here it is. Alright, so this is kind of very small. Let's see. Yeah, it's a basically a card. So poker size card. So if I make a chart, I guess it needs to be a bit wide, something like this. Okay, let's see what that is. 20 centimeters. Yeah, let's go with 20 centimeters. Now I'm kinda worried that it's not that much, but I'm gonna just test something to see. Let's write something. So I'm gonna use a font of size 10. So this is the standard font that is gonna be written on these charts, and I have a 6 rows that I need to fill in with some text. Now let me just for the sake of example write the text. So just want to see how much text I can actually put on this card. Every crew member on the deck with this monster that must test his sanity immediately. Yeah. Wait. Immediately. How do you write? Ah, here it is. Immediately test their sanity. So if this is a standard, so let's see how much so that's basically 2 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With one row that could be maybe even 3, but that's not enough space. So I'm guessing what I need here is like make it like this, and then if I'm gonna put the photo here, I can make it like real photo, like with the frame and everything. So it's gonna stand like that, and I have more space for this text. Or if I'm gonna import, I can make a bigger photos. Actually, I can do it even like this. So let's check it out. That's now 22. Okay, let me check quickly what is the size of like a regular A5 booklet. So A5 booklet is like this, and this is bigger than that. It's too big. It must be like this somewhat. Okay, so this is what I'm working with. So it must be 21 centimeters for sure. 21. Oh wait, not 21 millimeters, but alright, so it must be like that. And so this image, if I make it bigger and put it here, and now I have enough space, so that could work. Alright, so that's the thing I need. Alright, let's start working then. So what I need, each of these creature has a stat for movement and to hit and a save roll if they have any. So we're gonna make some kind of okay, let's actually go online and let's make some grunge boxes. See what I can find here. Yeah, like this. Alright, so oh, this looks promising. Let's just check it out. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I have some of these boxes that I can work with, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna trace them, so it's gonna be just a quick trace because I don't need it to be really with much details. I like this one. Alright, so these are there. I need 3 of them. Let's make them a bit different. So movement, to hit, and save roll. Alright, and now I need the chart. So regular table, So I'm thinking it should be open. So I'm thinking it should be open because we don't need like boxes and stuff like that for these charts. So let me check. Yeah. We check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Actually, I think I need more space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Okay, let me turn off my Steam. And since we only have a plain number from this side, I don't need much space. Something like this. Alright. I guess I can make this smaller. That's gonna give me more space. Yeah, so nothing fancy for now. So this is the size. Let's see. In centimeter, that's 14. Let's make it 15, just to have the round numbers. 21 with 15. So that's going to be the size of each chart. And this is something that I'm going to need on it. Alright. So now that we know that, this is basically, this is basically the only thing that I need to import into Photoshop. So that's the real size, and it's not going to be black with this color. I actually just need it for now, and might not even probably going to use some kind of other border, but this is just so I know the position of the text and the numbers for that. Okay, let's save that, export. Let's call it monster table. So usually I just export as a PNG image because it has a transparency which I need, so I can import it and do with that whatever I want. As long as I have like solid colors, I can fill this in with anything, with textures, with other colors, and so on and so on. So that's basically all that we needed. That's basically everything that we needed to do in the Corel. That's our like foundation for this. So now we go to Photoshop, and I know I'm gonna go into centimeters here, so I know it needs to be 21 with 15, 300 dpi as always, and RGB color transparent. So that's the thing. But I'm thinking maybe it's a kind of let's actually constrain this 15 to 12.5. Just want to see something. I think this will look nicer if it's like wider, but with not much height. Alright, so I'm gonna open one of my previous design, because I want to take the same colors. So let's go here. There is a little directory, I called it like background. So this is the color I actually need. So I'm gonna copy that quickly so we have a consistent design. Here it is. That's our color, and from there we're gonna start building other stuff. And by the way, yesterday and today, I managed to finish all the crew cards. I can show them to you. Let's go. Here they are, 20 crew members, and they are kind of all unique, comes with different items, and I finish all the item cards. Here the item cards, and some of them will be duplicated, so I have 26 of them, but I think it's going to be 36 in the end, because some of these like might be like 3 bandages, 4 wooden boards, maybe even more cards, I'll see. And then as you find them, you grab them from the deck, and actually there is an item chart that you're gonna roll to see what you're gonna find. So it could be random items, so first from the deck, or it could be specific item depending what you roll, or it could be like find nothing. So there is the item chart that I'm gonna need to make, but it's just a plain chart with numbers and just name of the stuff you find. And on the other side is the weapon, actually armory chart, because once you manage to break in or unlock the armory, you're gonna find some weapons. But what kind of weapons? Well, again, you're gonna just roll on the chart and see what you're gonna find. You might just find revolvers, could be some rifles. Oh yeah, I need to make an automatic revolver. Yeah, I forgot that, but I can add it later, it's not important. It's just one more item. I was thinking like it's 1926, but I'm trying to make it as real as possible. I mean, yes, we have the deep ones and the monsters coming into the ship, that's kind of, it's not real, but I want to make a historical setting, and what can you find on like a big ship from Croatia with full of Croatian not soldiers, sailors, and it kind of mix a crew. So what kind of weapons they would have in 1926? So you probably have some revolvers and rifles, that's for sure, carbine rifles. So, but let's say, it is a time that like when you're coming into the ship, you can actually take some of your stuff. So let's say some sailor might have some kind of personal weapon, like, but I decided no Tommy guns and stuff like that. I'm not making a pulp Cthulhu fiction, but they probably gonna carry, basically it's just small arms, and the weapons are, I mean, they are good, but they do have ammo. Let me show you in the revolver. And when I was making this item, I was thinking about some kind of a movie experience, like in these movies. Let me show you in the revolver actually, so now I'm gonna explain. So if you look here, it says revolver, it's item, weapon, and repeater. This is a special trait, which means when you attack, you can repeatedly attack as long as it has bullets. So you can just fire all 6 bullets into the monster if you wanna. So it says you can use a revolver to attack enemies inside your room. So it basically has a small range, just whatever is in the room. 4+ to hit, which is kind of 50-50% that you're gonna hit, and it comes with 6 bullets. So every time you find a revolver, there will be 6 bullets in it. You use, again, you just can use a dice, put it on the card and track how many bullets you have. But check this bottom part. It says when the revolver is empty, you can use a throw action to hit an enemy inside your room, but the revolver is then discarded and lost. So let's say 3 monsters enter your room and you fire and you manage to maybe kill 2 of them, because they do have a save rolls, and you also might miss. So you fire all 6 bullets and now your revolver is empty. Since you can mix these actions, like you can move then attack, or you can attack then move, or you can hide then attack, then yeah, when you attacking, you basically exiting your hiding spot. So you can make ambushes if you want. You can do lots of stuff with the basic, and I'm gonna show you the basic actions. So there could be some kind of a good things, like, you know, in the movies, you fire all your gun, it's empty, you hear that sound, click click, and you have to decide that you're gonna just draw again and try to kill the last enemy with the gun, because a hit to these monsters is same as you. So deep ones are actually only that have a save roll, but all other monsters are dead with 1 hit, as same as these characters, these crew members. There will be lots of that. And for instance, carbine, it's also a repeater, comes with 6 bullets. So you can attack enemies up to 2 adjacent rooms if you have the line of sight. So line of sight in this game works basically you looking through the doors. So as long as you have a straight line through the doors, you can hit something. But if it's like curving to the 19 degrees, then you can't. Like if the room is 19 degrees to the left or right, you can't use your rifle. But let's say there are 2 rooms connected in the same line, yeah, you can use the rifle to shoot anything that comes in from the second or the third room. And you can actually see, again, once empty, carbine can still be used to attack like a club, but only enemies inside your room. So again, you know, now it's a melee weapon and it's 5+ to hit, but if you roll a 1 or 2 when you rolling for hit, carbine breaks and it's lost. So again, you're just gonna lose the weapon if you swing it around, and you can actually break it on monster. So there are a lot of those things, and I want to show you something else. So for instance, there is a crew member here. Let me find him. Oh, okay, this guy here, Joachim Spell. So he's a sailor, and it says starts with Cunjalo. Cunjalo in my language means like something that's like going around and sniffing for things. A dog. So we have a dog. So that's something I wanted to add to this game. And if we go to this Cunjalo, he's a dog. So that character comes with a dog. So if you find that character, you're gonna find a dog. You can find them again, as I said, you might find this character dead, but whatever comes with him, you're gonna find it. So you can find this dog alive, and it says, if you have this dog, it says you do not get knocked out when enemies hits you. So basically, he protects you. Normally, when an enemy hits you, you're knocked down. Someone else had to bring you on your feet. You still receive the wound, but at least you are not knocked down, because this dog is gonna jump in and try to save you. And it says Cunjalo help free action. So this is a free action. So you always have 2 action, and this one can be free. It says you may roll 2d6. If you roll doubles, Cunjalo will kill 1 enemy in your room. So if you're lucky, great. If you roll like 2 2s or 2 3s. But it says, but if at least one of those dice is a 1, Cunjalo will die defending you. So you can have a companion in this game, a dog that will move through the ship with you and help you out. There are lots of those things. I really wanted every item to be unique, so if you find something, you know, you have to think it how I'm gonna use it and stuff like that. Anyway, let's go back to our monster chart. So first thing first, I need some kind of a texture. As always, it needs to look like an old paper. Let me check. I think I have some other directories. Okay, let's check this out. Let me just check. I'm probably not gonna use it. I just want to see how it's gonna look. This crumpled paper. let's do luminosity and then lower the opacity. Doesn't look good, but I'm not so sure. I know there. Oh, this is what I need. This is what I was looking for. This texture is pretty good. First, it's actually look like an old paper. So we're gonna use that for sure. Let me just check, is there anyone in the chat? So I might speak with people. No, it's basically me, myself, and and the game. So let me think. Yeah, it's already looks good. Lower opacity a bit, and then just like I did previously, gonna make some part of the paper like whiter, while the other parts will be in this yellowish color. Alright, now what I need also, I know there are some things online. Let me check, what's this? Oh. There are some things online that, let me see, old movie texture. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. But all of these are pretty small, but that's okay. I can use them. Okay, let's actually check this one. Okay, let's try this one. It's pretty small, so the resolution will not be that good, but considering it's just gonna be like barely visible, okay, because I basically just need it for our edges of this paper. Yeah, that's what I need. So it's gonna be like that, and I'm kinda really satisfied with this. So just to keep file lower, I'm just gonna compress this onto one layer. So that's it basically right now. That's our background. Now let's go to the file with the there is a photo. Actually, I can just copy that from my crew cards. So here's like a frame. Let me just find it. Here it is. So when you need to like transfer something into the other file, you just take it from here, just put it on the file you need to transfer it for. It's kind of small, but I can scale it, and that's basically what I need. And let me check for resolution. It's kind of not that good, but there is some tricks you can make it better. So if you sharpen it a bit, it's gonna be okay. And by the way, I'm just making like PMPs that's gonna be imported in Tabletop Simulator. I mean, this can be printed, it's still gonna look good. And that's our frame for that photo, and now let's import the photo. So if I remember, I called it Screamer. Here it is. There it is. It's kind of smaller, but I can resize it. It's not gonna lose much. And if I put it behind this little photo frame, now it looks like it's a part of the frame. And I am gonna rotate it to follow the how the frame is curved. I mean how it's rotated. And now here's the thing. I need this in black and white, and you'll see why. So we're gonna remove all the color from this photo. So image mode and just desaturate. Adjustments, desaturate. And then I can actually put the filter on the layer called color overlay, which I put like multiply, and then just take a color from this frame. Although I'm probably gonna take a color that is a bit brighter, so like that. Let's see if I can do it yellow. No, actually, let me test some various things. Actually, let me check what did I do for my crew card. So it was let me see. Okay, multiply 100%, but it was this color. Okay, let's do that. Let's do the same thing. So layer style, color overlay. Let's take this color here, 100%, but only multiply. All right. Oh wait, is that it? I might use a bit yellowish gradient. Yeah. All right. And lastly, I need the same texture. Actually, I don't need the same texture. Let's pull something from online. Oh, this looks promising. And if I remember, it was luminosity. Yeah. And we're gonna invert that, because when you invert, so I can actually show you, then everything that is that was black is now white. So it's kind of better if it's inverted, because I need some of these like washed kind of things here and here. And I can even affect it with the burn tool. I can lower it where I want it to be lowered, like that. All right. So that's our photo of the monster. And I'm gonna add a little writing here. It's gonna be in my handwriting, or I might find a good font that imitates the handwriting. But I need to have like someone like has written something, this photo explanation about the monster. And so we're gonna have that too. Now I do need like this photo is what gave me a idea. If you look here on the edges of the photo, there are little like triangles. I was thinking, why wouldn't I have like some kind of a sticky tape that like someone took a sticky tape and taped the photo on this board here. So let's actually find that. There must be probably PNG images. Sticky tape. Yeah, there is always something you can use. Let me check this one. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, let's try. What's this? Wait, didn't I close the Steam? Alright, let's see. Oh, this is not PNG image. That was a lie. But it's fine. I know some tricks. So here's a sticky tape. It's not that good, but I know what I can do. I don't like this little part where it's like is peeling off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it like it's like that. Alright. So we need to add some kind of shadow, and then I will know what I need to do more. So drop shadow, and we need to follow this shadow of the frame so it looks naturally. So let's see, something like that. We check here, more shadow on this side, less on this one. So I would say like this. Yeah, and we can take this same color of the shadow, and that's it. And now I can just let me use my brush. It's gonna be easier to make these little like worn out parts with a brush. Oops, not to draw but to delete. Alright. And last thing we're gonna do, gonna make it a bit black. I mean, like it's kind of burned on those sides, and we're gonna change its color a bit. So it could be let's actually do a filter. Gray, kind of blue gray color. I don't know what the color, or maybe a bit of whiter. Okay, it needs to be whiter, I guess. No. Let's remove vibrance. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we have one there. Place one here, but this one should be a bit different than the other one, you know, because whoever took and was placing this sticky tape, he was taking different lengths of the tape and stuff like that, right? And then you need one here. I don't need to worry about the shadow, because it's kind of following the light source, because if you see here, it's always the light source coming always from the same angle. So we're gonna put this one like this. Maybe the guy didn't do a good job, whoever was taping this didn't do a good job. And the last one, I'm gonna take this one again and just gonna use it like that. I might add some kind of a worn part here, like the chunk is missing, the big chunk, like this. Yeah, and there was something here that broke out. And that's that is that. Let's save this for now. It's gonna call monster chart. Alright, the next thing what we need is a blood splatter, because whenever you have a monster chart you need some blood splattered all over it. So let's see, blood splatter. Oh, okay. This looks good. I think I can use this one. Alright, let's see what we can do. So no, I never said it's gonna be really blood. Could be anything. No, actually like this. Okay, so let me see, can I do anything with this? No. I guess I can take a brush and just remove some parts and work on it. So let's do like this. So all these must be gone. So I can adjust this so it looks a bit natural. Oh wait, no. I need a eraser. There is a line here that can actually work to my advantage. Okay, so this must go. Alright, let me check. How can I use this? It's kind of following this little like a this little sticky tape here. But I need it in other direction. I need this splatter actually like this. So let's see. Yeah, and that's exactly what I need. A little blood splatter there. Now actually gonna copy this and put even one on top of it, just from a different angle, so we can reuse this, because I have some space here that I need to fill in with stuff. Okay, let's see, let's remove some of it. So it looks like a different kind of a splatter. Yeah, that could work. And let's move it a bit up to here. Yeah, just like that, a little bit there on top of it. Now if I use a brush to a burn tool, I can make it on some parts a bit whiter. Actually, let's use some kind of a organic brush like this one. Oh wait, that's on this layer. Like that. So parts of it could be like dried blood, and parts of it is still like red, like that part there. All right, so we have our blood splatters. It's already starting to become, you know, like a monster chart. So I was thinking I'm gonna have like little like part of a paper here with the explanation what this is. It's gonna be the name Screamer, you know, how much weight it has, how tall it is, like just little like a explanation what it is, or description. Like this is took from some book, you know, where someone actually was writing, the survivors from the Mare Istra was writing a book about it later on, if actually anyone survives. So that is that. And so the whole thing here I'm just gonna put into one directorium for now. It's gonna call it photo, and from then on I can just, you know, remove it and think about it. If I need to add something, I'm gonna put in this directorium and it's gonna be fine. I can always work with that. Oops, I wanted to go online. Let me check if did anyone join in. Oh, how can I don't have a chat? Oh, let me check this out. I'll have to check it out. Someone commented on my video. Oh wait, I have a okay, I'm gonna check this later on. Anyway, let's see. Let's go back to my I need to find a table. Here it is. Now, I did make some changes, but it's still So basically I can cut this even more. So let's do that. Let's do some cutting. I can go up to here and up to here. Crop. And I still can push this. Oh, I can't. I cropped it. Well, still fine. That's basically everything I need there. It's enough. We don't want to, overdo it with these blood splatters. So let's see what we can do with these. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna color it myself on a different layer. I just need a selection to know where I need to color it. I take something like this, and it needs to be a bit grayish, I guess. So like this. Okay. Let's do multiply. Meh. I'm kinda not satisfied with that. So what I need is a brush. This one. So we're going back to this brush again. Yeah. Actually, let me check divide. Okay, let me add a bit. There is a part here that I wish to expand a bit. Here. Oh wait. Oh, that's a divide. Yeah, since it is on divide, I actually need a black color. So what divide do is make everything that is black turn to white, basically. All right. And that's what we need. And that's where we're gonna write a text. So there is a font I'm using, it's called Libel Suit, and we're gonna continue using it. So move. Let me check. This guy moves d6. So he's kind of unpredictable. He kind of moves unpredictable. Actually, let's use this color here. So move d6, and I'm gonna group this, and I'm gonna call it traits, and then I can copy that and use it for the other things. I'm just gonna rotate this a bit, like that, and I might even delete part of it, you know, just so for the sake, so oops, for the sake, so it's a bit different than the previous one. So this is like to hit. To hit, how much is it? 6+, so you have a good chance against it. Because you're rolling d6, there's a good chance it's not gonna hit you. Or should I keep it like that? Let me check something. Oh, it's not actually, it's not a thing that's gonna attack you, like it's gonna nibble on your feet, I guess. So yeah, 6+ works fine, because I'm just reading his other things it can do, and it's not his main thing to actually, you know, bite your feet. His main thing is to make you scared, call other monsters, and jump on your face, and then, you know, eat your face. So we're gonna keep the to hit 6+. It doesn't have any save roll, but I'm gonna still put it here. I'm just gonna put save rolls none. Oops, no, not like that. Save roll none. And let me change this a bit. Okay. Alright, so that's it. Then we need a divider here. Yep, just like that. Multiplied and rasterized because I wanna oops, my stomach. I'm kinda hungry. I didn't eat nothing yet. I need to go and take probably a dinner on right now. Yeah. Just erode it a bit, you know. And then, since I want actually to have a full line, I'm just gonna take this, copy it, gonna move it a bit like this, and there it is. And I'm gonna use that divider for the rest, because I'm gonna do this and oops. Now is the time that I need this thing here. Okay, let me check. So this one should be so I already messing up my previous design. Okay, let me go back a bit. So these traits needs to be up here. So the first divider should be here, and then basically the real dividers for the number and stuff are coming. So oops, not here. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 more. Because you roll a d6 to check what the monster is gonna do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And there it is. And we're gonna scale that up to here and go a bit here. And I need one of these lines like this. Just cut it here because I'm gonna work on it more. Alright, so now I can actually do something about it. So let's take our little pen. Make these lines a bit now like this. And last thing we need to do, lower some opacity. Oh wait. Lower some opacity. And that's it. That's what we need. And I need to lower opacity on this too. Okay. So we're gonna take this red color and we're gonna write here monster behavior. Check spelling. Yeah, that's not how you write behavior. Change. Okay. And let's see. Multiply. Do I need a different font here? Let me check. Something like handwritten. I need to minimize this. So let's see. Something handwritten. I have actually really good handwritten fonts. And this one is not bad, but it's not readable enough. This one looks good, but it's also not readable. Well, let me check here. Yeah. I might actually take this one. It's also not readable, but it looks like something from medical books. And looking at all of this right now, I think I need to scale this down even more. Like this. So I'm following this line here on the photo, and something tells me this is the correct way. So I'm gonna rasterize this font and do some stuff with it. So first need to burn a bit. And then also needs to get damaged a bit, because I really don't care about what's written here. Why? Because, you know, it's gonna be explained the rules. This is just like, you know, you're gonna have a chart here and you know what's going on. You know you're gonna roll, and the text on the chart will actually be clear. So and let's I think I'm gonna do like this. So 41. Okay, let's even out on all other parts. 41 and here too. Yeah, I like it better like this. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot. Let's go back to the photo. So I have these little things, but if we think about it, these things are actually transparent, right? So you should be, let's put it on 80, each one of them. So you should be able to look through them, these sticky tapes. So let's put them on 80, yeah, just like that. And that's it. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Okay. Alright, that's actually look pretty good. So we need numbers. And for this, I think I have a really good font. Let me check. Oh no, this one doesn't have numbers. Yeah, this looks like something from a medical book. Let's put it 16 points. Multiply, of course. Yeah, I kind of like these numbers. They look good. Alright, and I can put them into one directorium with everything else here. Table. And now let's see what kind of font we want to use here. Let's actually check this black arcade font. I want to see how it looks like. So long hole. I want to see, is it like readable when you put it on 10. No, it's too big. It's too big. Sorry, I need to use something else. That's kind of too small. Let's take this label font. E Li label suit. I think it's gonna be a label suit. So I can put it on 11 actually, and that's not too small. And I need to have at least three rows of text, because there are some explanation what these creatures do which are a bit longer. The long hole is should I write those explanations? I mean, players gonna read them once, then they just gonna skip it and do what the effect is, but I kind of want to put them. So for instance, creature extends its head and unleashes a long hole. kind of like those explanations. And then I write all crew on the same deck with the monster must immediately test their sanity -1. Yeah, sanity -1. So let's see how much text I can put here. So okay, and if I put this on 12, maybe even 11, yeah. So there will be able to put 3 lines of text. Now I'm gonna put this to follow. I can actually, where's my ruler actually? I need my ruler. Extra show. Where's my ruler? I forgot how to put the ruler. Must be on the view. Rulers, yeah, here it is. So I need to follow this line under each number. Basically like that. So I need these lines touching the end of each number. Let me do this so I can move actually this one. And these guides really help you out because things gonna stick on them. For instance, now my text here gonna stick on those lines, see? When I get close to it, it just sticks. Multiply. And this will not be shown when you export the image. It's just like, you know, for this. And you can actually remove them. View like, wait, not rulers. View extras, you can just remove them, but I need them for now. Okay, let's check spelling. Change. Ignore all. Alright. Spelling is good. When you're not a native English speaker, you always have to check these spellings. Okay, so that's a long haul. What else does it do? Scream. It screams. So we're gonna copy this, and for now it's gonna be here because I don't know, maybe it's gonna be 3 lines of text. The monster releases a piercing scream. Monster releases a piercing scream. Move all other monsters on the same deck. One should be 1 space or 2 spaces. Okay, let me think about this. this kind of bad if you have a monster, because this will activate other monsters outside their activation. So I need to think like, if the monster is already made its movement, like if it's attacking you, well, it's not gonna continue moving, of course, it's just gonna stay with you. But those that are like close, should this make a game really hard? Well, I don't care. Let's make the hardest game ever. So move all other monsters on the same deck. 2 room spaces toward the nearest crew with the highest number. Now what's these numbers? Lowest, highest number. So if you check here, that's how I solve the things. Like always in those games, you're like, let's decide who's gonna be attacked. No, there is a way to do it. Each crew member have these numbers, and I think I explained this in previous stream. So if this guy standing with this guy here, so this guy was 1, this is 15, you can see this number here. Well, we already know what's gonna happen here. When this monster screams, all monsters on the same deck gonna move 2 room / spaces to the nearest crew with the highest number. If they are standing, like if one is closer than the other, well, it's easy to resolve. Like if the lowest number is closest to the monster, well, that's the highest number for that monster. But if there is on the other side, like if it can go left or right and they are equally distant, well, it's going to go to the highest number. So that's how I solve that. Toward the nearest crew with the highest number. So it wants to kill these guys, and as the number rises, the crew members are more important. So that's, this thing wants to move other creatures to attack these crew members that are more important. Alright, so that's a scream. Monster release a pierce scream. Move all other monsters on the same deck. 2 room spaces toward the nearest crew with the highest number. Nearest crew member. I have to say member because it should be one guy. Because monsters always attack one guy. They don't attack many guys. But once they enter the room, well, things gonna change. Like if they kill one guy, then you the highest number. Now I'm gonna go for you. Okay, let me check. Is this? Let me check the spelling. Everything fine here. Alright, so that's a piercing scream, and it's gonna do the same here, but it's gonna go for the lowest number. So it howls, it screams. Half of its activation is this, which is kind of good because you don't want to get this thing to get you near. Otherwise, on the 4, 5, and 6, you're gonna move and attack, and if you get hit, I already told you that you get knocked out, and if there is no one to help you, well, goodbye. Because next turn, you might stand up on your own. You have a roll for that, but if you don't manage to do that, well, you skip your actions, and the monster now just can finish you off or drag you out, because they actually grab you and drag you because they want to make other monsters like this horrific thing. Alright, so that's 2 and 3. On 4 is actually some grabbing here involved, so let me see how I explain that. No, actually, this one doesn't grab. This one jumping on your face. So let's explain what it does. Monster moves to the nearest crew member with the highest number. And how do you explain jumping on the faces? Lunge? I guess it lunges and lunges. Onto that character face. And to lunge 5 plus that crew member is how to explain it. That crew member, I guess I need to add one other thing. That crew member is knocked out. Let's say knocked out but without the wound. Knocked out. Is knocked out and receives 1 malediction card. All right. Okay, let me check the spelling here. Member, yes. Character, yes. Knocked, yes. Alright. So I need to put this on here and put this here. And let's malediction card. Let me check again. It's good. Yeah, it's good. Alright, so basically it moves to the nearest crew member with the highest number and lunges onto that character's face. I need S here. Character S face. To lunge 5 plus. So it might not, like it could just miss you. That crew member is knocked out and receive 1 malediction. To launch 5 plus. If roll is successful, that crew member is knocked out and receives 1 malediction card. I think that's a better explanation how this thing works. So monster moves to the nearest crew member with the highest number and lunges onto that character's face. To lunge 5 plus. If roll is successful, that crew member is knocked out and receives 1 malediction card. Alright. And now it's going to do the same thing. But for the lowest number. And lastly, it's just plain attack. So it likes to jump on your face basically and knock you down. It doesn't wound you, just knocks you down. But when you knock down, you basically it's like stunned. You can't do actions. It's pretty bad. So monster moves to the nearest crew member. Let me check here. With the highest, so it's always good. It always attacks the highest number and attacks him. And we already know what's the hit value. Actually, let's move all of this here. Also moves the nearest crew member with the highest number and attacks him. Yeah, that's basically that. Now, in my writings here, actually it does 2 attack, 1 lunge. I think I'm gonna put it like that. So let's remove this highest. Let's move this up, because it might be too much. I don't want to make game impossible. And these lunges are worse than attack, because it hits on 6+, it's probably not gonna hit you. And these are the small monsters, so I'm just gonna copy this, and I'm gonna put here lowest. Okay, let me see, highest, then lowest. Now I'm gonna leave on highest number and taxing. So want to go for the high priority targets when attacking, and low priority targets when lunging. All right. Let me remove this to look how this looks like. Well, that's basically the monster chart. I mean, I have some more details here. As I said, I need to write a little explanation on the card. I'm gonna probably use this font here, but I need to think through that explanation. Actually don't have a text that I need to write. So when I don't have a text, I'm not so sure how I want to describe it. I need to find the correct words, so I'm gonna add that later on. So yeah, that's monster chart. That's how the monster chart's gonna look like. I need to draw 3 more creatures. One is just called an eel. I don't have a real name yet, so and that's what I need to draw next one. So this is the smallest one, then comes the eel, which is kind of also small, and that eel is like, well, name says it has a head of an eel, but the whole body is made out of body parts like legs, and it's more like legs and arms. So it's more like, how is it called, this centipede. It has like legs and arms all over the body like a centipede, but the head of the eel. And that one is really nasty, because that eel is actually can grab you and drag you away. And as I said, if other crew members don't manage to get on time and save you, well, you get dragged away, and then they might find you dead or alive later on during the encounters, because there are little tokens in rooms that are placed through the game, through the event cards, because you're gonna play, well, maybe not, maybe there's so much variability in this game that I think that this will be something that I'm gonna play constantly, probably once I import the mod into Tabletop Simulator and find people to play test. I think I'm gonna play it on the daily basis because I'm really excited to play this thing. If I can only work faster. But that's it for now. I have a monster chart. I need to let me check how long I'm streaming this. 15 minutes, so that's an hour. Well, I think that's enough for today. I think I'm gonna do an hour from day to day, not too much. So at least now you saw the process how I make these boards. Now I'm thinking to add some more things, like for instance here I can do this, see, yeah, make it black on some parts, yeah, like this. And I always like to add little like let's actually do it on a photo, little like marks from a pencil. So for instance, like let me find something that looks like a pencil. Let me see. This is not that. Multiply, and it must be a bit with lower opacity. I think there is a pencil here. Let me check this thing. No. This thing here. No, it's not that. I need a better thing. Come on, where is the pencil here? Oh, that's too much. Must be this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the pencil marks. So I was thinking to have something written like here, you know, but I can use font. And can do something like this, you know. Actually, this looks nice. I might keep this. Yeah. Monster behavior. Let's say someone was circling this, you know. Okay, let's do it. I want to do a nice circle that I actually like. No. Okay, let's try the other way. Okay, it actually looks good. And yeah. Oh wait, I forgot something. I need to. Oh yeah. I need to add a number to the monsters too. Enrage value. That's how it's called. Oh wait, where should I put that? I guess I need to copy one of these. Let's put it here. Enrage. So this is what I was thinking. When you have to decide activation of the monsters, you look at this enrage number. So this one has a 1, that's for sure. Actually no, this has a 2. Those eels have 1. So depending on the situation on the map, there will be, you might have like 1 eel, 1 deep, 1, and that's it. That's all on the map. So now when you have to activate them, you have to think, oh, which one is gonna move first? Well, this is why we have this enrage value. So the lower number is gonna go first. So this thing, like deep one, has the highest value. So this thing's gonna move before the deep one. So when you activate a monster, you just check, oh, I have 2 of these screamers, well, I'm gonna activate them. Now, which one you want to activate first, doesn't really matter, as long as you activate that type of monsters first. So that's what I need, because first this thing is gonna skittle around and jump on some people, then the deep one comes and just finish them all. So there's some strategy of I'm kind of making AI of these monsters, how they're gonna activate in which order and what they're gonna do, and they all act differently, so it's gonna be interesting. Let me just check spelling on this enrage. Okay, it's actually spelled like that. Okay, let me write, add the pencil marks around it. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. Come on. Like this. Yeah, I like this circle. Maybe I wanna do a bit of this. Yeah. Oh yeah, I totally forgot this circle. I need this thing too. Right. And what I'm thinking right now, when I'm gonna write on this photo, I should use a font. Let's say I should use a font that looks like a typewriter font. So I think I have some of those. Typewriter. Just want to see how it's gonna look like. Yeah. Yeah, and then an explanation underneath. And in the lower 10 maybe, no, 12, and it's explained like small creature with I'm not gonna write anything right now, I'm just gonna keep this on the photo so I can do it later on. And this should be -10, no, even more, -50. Yeah, that's it. Then I can write explanation here, blah blah blah. A short explanation, and I can rotate that like this, and it can be wrote on the photo. And when I'm satisfied with the explanation, I can even erode it a bit, you know, get some of it like removed with a eraser, some letters and stuff like that, so it looks like someone wrote on the photo with a typewriter. Oh, shouldn't be like this, maybe like this. That's enough of rotation. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I was actually gonna write what I need. I'm gonna save it and see you next time. I'm gonna end stream now, and that's it. Tomorrow I might stream part when I'm making the icons. So you can see how I make icons in the Corel Draw. I usually use the Corel Draw because you need vector files for icons, because icons are always scaled from the smallest to the highest value, you know. So sometimes you need really small icons, sometimes you want larger icons, depending where you use them. So I need some icons for the omen card. I'm gonna make omen card. It's pretty simple. It's just like a track with spaces on which you roll and move a little tracker, and it activates stuff. That omen card is basically your difficulty settings, because there is a normal and hard difficulty. So on the normal difficulty you have some spaces, empty spaces, so you might have like part of turns when nothing happens, while on the highest difficulty you don't have those spaces, or you're gonna have less of them and more of the monster activations and monster spawns and less of events, and you know, that's how I can make difficulty. Now for now I'm just gonna make one card, but I can actually make another one for an easy and novice, you know, settings. If the game is too hard, I can always change that. That's one more thing I can. So with the omen card that activates different stuff from turn to turn, with the event cards that's gonna put something on the board, with the monsters that's gonna spawn randomly all over the map, act randomly. This will be one of those games where you probably, after you play a session, you have a really good story to tell, because anything can happen. Like, and depending on the items you found and how you make characters, it's a big sandbox. It's a really big sandbox, and it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be an awesome game. And I'm really excited to play, because as I said, I'm making these games I want to play. And if you want to join in and make a PMP and play with your friends, good. If you don't, well, good. It's all fine. This is my hobby. This is what I do, and I like doing it. So, see ya. Gonna stop this and see you next time.